Out there in YouTube land or wherever you may be, you probably hear it. You probably hear the Jet fans booing at Geno Smith, and they want him gone. Jet fans are wondering if Geno Smith is the answer. And Geno Smith has 5 weeks to prove Jet fans wrong and let them know that he is the answer. With the Jets right now, they're playing against my Dolphins, and pretty much if they do not win this week, safe to say that the season is over. Looking at things here, being from New York, I think it's best that Geno Smith does take a seat for a few days, for a few games rather, to kind of examine things from the sideline. Sometimes you get a different perspective from the sideline as opposed to being in the game. You see the game a different way and you're able to change or adjust. Geno Smith realistically has 5 weeks to prove the Jet fans wrong, and he has so far had an up and down season. Some of his stats during the first 5 games, he was 3-2, completion percentage of 60%, 7 TDs, but 8 interceptions. In the last 6 games, he's 2-4, completion percentage of 50%, 1 TD, 10 interceptions. So if you're following, for the season he has 18 interceptions. He has not completed more than 9 passes in the last 3 games. But to be fair, for the most part, it's not all Geno Smith's fault. There's a statistic floating out there that Geno Smith has been under pressure 42.7% of his 42.7% while he's in his drop back. That's the 4th most in the NFL. Then again, looking at it here, he does have some of his faults, which could be obviously blamed on him. He holds on to the ball too long. Sometimes he has poor footwork, but to his defense as well, Jets receivers, quite honestly, they suck. He has no one to pass to. I think, again, like I mentioned, it's best to sit Smith. Great quarterbacks have all been benched before. They've all been through it. Esiason been through it. Though the way he's playing now, and what you might argue, he's not maybe great, but he's definitely a good quarterback. Eli Manning, who did not start the first 9 games. Kurt Warner did when he was drafted by the Giants. But most notably, John Elway was also benched. He had behind him the Berg. You got the feeling, if you're a Jet fan, if you're in New York and just listening to the media, that benching Smith is not an option, or it's not at least Rex Ryan's call. And you gotta kind of feel for Rex Ryan. I, in a prior video, already mentioned that the Jets have far exceeded the expectations, and both him and Marty should come back. But realistically, Rex has not secured his job. He's trying to prove to Woody and John Idzik that he is the right choice for quarterback. Starting the season 5-5,
and then if he has no choice but to start Smith, ending the season 6-10 would not help his chances in becoming or staying the Jet coach. So, and it's obvious that Rex Ryan does want to win. Is Matt Sims the answer, which all of, the Jets fans, they want to see Matt Sims in? He's probably not. But if you sit Geno Smith, just to get a different perspective on things, even if you sit him for 2 games, you might catch lightning in a bottle with Sims, and he'll provide a spark for those 2 games. And then you could bring in Smith in hopes that he's refreshed and that he will no longer be hitting that wall. He has not been able to live up to expectations such as a Kaepernick, Cam Newton, Robert Griffin. What great first years they had, Russell Wilson. But that's okay, because not every rookie quarterback has success right off the gate. But to end this video, I think it's important, based on how the season has developed the last few games, for Geno Smith to take a seat. However, you get the impression, unfortunately, that it is not Rex Ryan's call. So let me know what some of your thoughts are. Would you bench Smith? Would you not? Do you want Sims as your permanent starting quarterback? Because let's face it, the Jets have to make a decision. If Geno Smith is not the answer, it looks like the Jets unwillingly will have to draft another quarterback. So, until next time, over and out. Later.